Welcome to the Mystic Syndicate's A Princess of Celene, a Dungeons & Dragons custom content podcast. To the Mystic Syndicate. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Brian, and I believe we're here on episode 54. I think seems right.
Sounds right.
Yeah, seems about right. Okay, cool. So episode 54. I had kicked around some ideas earlier in the week to do another giveaway, but I didn't get the information out in time to a bunch of people, so I'm going to wait and try to do it the next time we all get together. So I'll probably do another $30 Steam gift card giveaway. And we'll try to give away some dice because now I have an extra set here. So,
hey, Brian,
yeah.
Don't forget too. It's on the table with regards to that the Castle Zygics, my hardcovers for those on that. And by the way, that thing blew up. It hit all of the stretch goals. All you're getting is the books. Any of the maps or anything like that I can have and display, those are mine. But I'm willing to. That's still up there on the table. So if you want to put something together, I'll start promoting it this week.
Okay. Yeah. No. Well, I'll get together with you and we'll try to we'll hash that out really good. Alrighty. So welcome back, everybody. Sorry about last week. It just got silly at work, which is normal. Everybody knows, so that's how it runs. The last time that we were all together, we got a chance to. You guys finally made it to the Feywild, and as soon as you touched base, as soon as his feet touched the ground, you started getting into all types of trouble and chaos. And we'll switch to the map here in just a couple of minutes. But first, I would like to go ahead and have you guys go into introductions. And, of course, we're going to start with Melinda.
Right after she took a bite.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time. Well, normally I wait, but it's been a really long day and I'm really hungry. I'm Melinda. I play Grenna Babbleboots, a ranger of some origin, with her companion Bubbles of Ward.
Hi, I'm Mike. I play Kiffi Blackhammer, a Dwarven Cleric of Fortubo.
Hey, I'm Ed. I play Lord Ambassador Tomas Waverly. Buy my new album, coming out soon.
Hello, I'm Pav. I play Kelex, a human paladin of Heironious.
I'm Russ. I play Járngrímur töframaður Halldórsson, a fire mage.
I am Timble, Snivenblaven. I am losing titles, thankfully. I'm with these yahoos. I am an artist. And that album is nothing but proof that Tomas plays with himself more than us.
Ooh.
Ouch.
That's only because I get more satisfaction that way.
I can't yet. No. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, you are in the Feywild. You've made it this far. This has been a long time coming because it's been almost 2 years since in game time. I'm not even talking in just like regular in real lifetime. Have we been playing 2 years yet? I think.
Oh yeah, well over 2 years.
Yeah, I think we're well over 2 years. So so here we are. But before we jump into it, of course, I'd like to thank Anna B. Meyer for her beautiful Greyhawk maps. You can go over to annabmeyer.com, or I think it's greyhawkmaps.com. You can check out both of her sites. Give them a look, see what you think. She has a Patreon page. You can also check that out. Throw her a couple of bucks, and you will get all of her new stuff as she produces it. So it's worth it. Beautiful, beautiful work. So yeah, give that a try. Our virtual tabletop is Roll20. So definitely give them a check. If you've not played on a virtual tabletop, Roll20 is a great place to start. I've actually been using them since 2012. So that should tell you something. And of course, our character generation and encounter creation is done with D&D Beyond, and we're still using the 2014, 15 something? I don't know what it is.
5th edition.
Yeah, we're playing 5th edition. We're not playing that abomination. Okay, I'll stop. Damn it. So, all right.
I love you.
Echo.
Yeah, we're going back to when elves and dwarves, that wasn't race, that was their class. Be like, yeah. You bastards. Alrighty.
So somebody said this online. I'm just kind of curious since everybody's here. I can pull this really quick. Somebody said that halflings were reviled back when they first came out, and I don't remember that.
They were hobbits.
Well, they were hobbits, and then they changed it. But after that, we all knew they were hobbits, and we were cool with it. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, hobbits were.
They were. If I recall correctly, they were kind of looked down upon as frivolous, except for being a thief.
Way back in the day, you got to remember they were just halflings. So you weren't a halfling fighter; you were just a halfling, just like you used to be just an elf. That's what Brian made me think of it. So they got some thieving abilities on the tertiary. We all get it. It's all nod to Bilbo. But I don't remember him being hated because he compared them to tieflings.
No, they weren't hated. They were just, it's kind of like,
Yeah, I think they were just. It was like typecasting. That's all you got was. It's like, oh, you're a halfling. Oh, you're the thief. Yeah. No. But I didn't get that either. I never saw halfling hate.
Halfling hate.
And for the record, Brian. There was so much typecasting in our characters back in the 70s and the 80s, and you actually said, "Oh, I think it was typecast." No shit, we were all typecasts.
Well, yeah, because all of your elves eventually just either became wizards or rangers.
The ranger was the rip-off class back in the day. 2d8 hit dice. Woo.
Well, you could get 16 hit points at first level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not too shabby. Being that the wizard usually only had 4, and it would just absolutely get dropped in a heartbeat. Was it scratched by a house cat?
That's right.
And for the record, Russ, you can have more than 16 because con bonuses. So. Well, yeah. You could technically have 20 hit points at first level. That was fucking danger. Wasn't Aglaridon a ranger, Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man, he's like, God damn, he remembers that character's name after all these years. And Fat Remus. You had a fucking henchman named Fat Remus. I remember that too.
Fat Remus. That's a great name.
Can we have henchmen? I could use a henchman. He could do the boogie here for me while I sneak off.
I hear henchman, or you say henchman, I hear slave.
Potato.
That's all I hear. That's all I hear.
We do have an estate castle kind of thing going on. We gotta have somebody upkeep it, while we're out and about. So.
That's true. I mean, okay, yeah, you can have staff. You can't just have slaves.
So you need somebody to upkeep your staff. Yeah, that sounds like a slave or a prostitute. So
prostitute. Yeah, that's the ticket. Okay, so I'm actually.
You mean?
I've been joined by my kitten here tonight. So if you happen to see a kitty head, come up here. Yeah, she's just having a good old time down here. Okay, so the last time we were all together, you guys were in a interesting predicament. You had been sort of compelled to dance with these, at one point in time, lovely Eladrin-looking women who were dancing around this bonfire. But once you became kind of acquainted with them, they changed back to their true form, which were hags. We rolled initiative, and hags,
if he did
people we work with.
I was thinking more along the line of the first military girlfriend. She was all nice and sweet, and then hacked.
And then turned into the devil. Yeah.
That's because she's an Army 4, dude. Anyway, Brian, do you want me to go ahead and toss initiative because I'm not in the initiative order? I'm not on screen yet. Do you want me just to make it easy?
You may as well.
Thank you. Roger
that would probably be a good idea. And then I'll fix everybody's numbers.
All right, bring us up to
okay. So
what we have to be doing and at what point we don't have to be doing it and can react.
Yes. Okay. So as you all are kind of doing one of those very strange, sort of weird medieval type dances where people are holding their hands and going around in circles, and it all looks very Latvian to me.
I don't know. I thought our yarn was twerking.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was backing it up.
That's just discomfort at the unaccustomed exercise.
I didn't know if he was just backing the train up against one of them hags. Yeah, and that's when they drop they drop their disguises, and you see them they morph into these monstrous looking hideous women with grayish green skin, and just
damn, that only happens after the wedding.
It's like you were kind of thinking that well, the beer goggles have kicked in. I must be getting sober because these chicks are getting ugly. And they're also getting very tall. It's like, how does that happen? It's never that late at the bar. Yeah. But one thing I wanted to really quickly point out is Grenna, ever since that you've actually stepped into the Feywild, your skin has just absolutely, it's like, it feels like it's crawling on your bones. It just feels really weird. You're not in any pain. You're just, it's like the hairs are standing up. Your skin just feels really, really weird. And you're not really too sure what to make of it. You've never had this feeling before, except for the other morning when you woke up and you had one leg that was longer than the other. And then it was kind of like, whoa, okay, this is a little bit too much. But that's kind of the way you feel right now. And so Timble, as you drop the hands of this hideous monster that is standing in front of you, it is your turn. How are you going to react?
I don't like the level of my head. There's a lot of dirty bits there. No, I'm going to.
There's. You're getting a face full of like very nasty. Hag bush. Welcome to Hagbush.
Is that where you say, Mary, Mary, quite contrary, trim that bush, it's too damn hairy?
That too.
I think so.
It's when a tentacle shoots out from it and grabs you around the throat.
Wait a minute. I never agreed to a Japanese anime game.
Okay.
Even I'm offended by that shit.
Yeah, it's not a Call of Cthulhu game. You don't have to worry about it. It's cool. Yeah, it's not a hentai. We're like, oh God.
And I look around and everyone is jumping about.
Well, they were until they everybody, the music kind of screeches to a halt as these creatures completely show themselves.
So we all have the what the look on our face.
Right. So so Kiffi, you're standing over there watching all of this going down and going, oh, this is really, really not good. And Kiffi, as you're standing there watching all this, you see not too far away, kind of like over in this area. Let me ping it real quick for you. I don't know if you can see the ping. You see this extremely large sunflower. At one point in time, the face of the sunflower is facing up towards the sky, has now turned and is watching what is going on. There's a huge eye in the middle of the sunflower. It does not seem to be hostile. It just seems to be watching what's going on. But Timble, let me get back to you. What are you going to do now that you see what is truly before you?
Sword in hand, attack.
Okay. Give us a go, sir.
I don't think that I want to turn to that one, but okay.
Which one are you going for?
Let me take a look.
You can either go to that one or that one.
See, that's the thing I was concerned with. Which, do I go over here or down and help Yarn? I'm going to help me this time, and I'm going to go to the one that would be at my back, and he can have the one he's dancing with for the moment. Okay. And I rolled a 29 to hit.
A 29 will actually... Oh, well, hold on, though. Roll for disadvantage, sir.
But I don't want to.
That's the sad part.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
It doesn't matter. You are able to hit it. Very good. So roll me some beautiful damage.
I hope.
All that beautiful bean footage.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't suck.
Well, I don't get the sneak attack. So.
Right.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So
see, if I'd have turned and done the one on you, I'd have my sneak attack. That's why I considered it. But I don't like leaving someone at my back.
Okay, so you did 33 total? Or you just did... What did you do?
I just did 6.
6. Oh, okay. All I saw was the 33. I'm like going, where is that? Okay, cool. Okay.
When I roll it, it rolls everything just in case.
Oh, okay. Now, that's right.
The question is the luck blade. What's... Okay. It criticals on which number? 19 or 20? So I rolled a 19.
Does it say it? You were
it doesn't
able to
give me that there on it when I look. Efficiency, I didn't see it. It just says it's a finesse blade.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't say a number, then it would just be straight up to the 20.
B20. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing?
I did 6, the least amount of damage I can do.
Okay.
Is it a rapier, Albie?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. All
Negative.
right.
I was just looking it up for him.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Check your chat, Albie. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I then will try to disappear. I feel that's probably not a great chance, but I will do my stealth to try to get out of the way.
Okay. Okay. And it is going to get, let's see. Let's do this. Let's see if it rolls a natural 20. It didn't. Okay, so you are stealthed in place.
So I tried to slip from her vision and was successful. All right.
Okay. Good deal. So the next one is a hag, and it's a hag in front of Yarn. And it is going to use its 3 attacks upon you. It's got 1 bite and 2 claws. So first claw, 15, probably ain't gonna hit. Second one is a 16, probably not gonna hit. And then the last one is a bite, and that's an 18.
It misses.
And it misses. All right, good deal. Nice. Okay, so we're doing good. All right, hag numbers. This hag over here is going to try to attack Kelex with her attacks. Oh, I'm sorry. Disregard that. I rolled the damage instead. So first claw is 13. Second claw is a 12. And I'm sorry, there's only 2 claws. Let me give a bite. And a 12. Okay, so they miss you. Very nice. Yeah, see? You guys are fine. I don't know what y'all are worried. Kelex, it is your turn.
All right.
Good.
So I do not have my Holy Avenger unsheath. So I'm actually going to do a wisdom check here real quick. Okay. I guess I do well enough. All right. So I pull the Holy Avenger and I attack the one to my left.
Okay. Good deal. Go for it.
Foul creature. Hold on. Where's my? Oh, there. Okay.
Okay. So is it this one or this one that you're attacking? Your left.
This one right here. Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. All right.
Does a 19 hit?
Okay. You need to roll for a disadvantage.
Oh, that's correct. Sorry.
Yep. Welcome to the Feywild. It sucks.
26. So a 19.
A
19 hit.
A 19 will hit.
All right, and I am definitely smiting this beast. Let me go ahead and actually did early roll my damage. It's not okay. So hags are fey. They're not fiends.
Right.
Just want to make sure. Okay, so I did get a 12 on normal damage, and then I'm going to use a. You know what? I'm going to go all out. I'm going to use a 4th level spell on this one. Slot on the smite. So this is my improved divine smite, so I get that automatically. So that is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And then, man, this is where I hate. I wish they would put smiting somewhere easy to find. Give me a second. Here, finally. Okay. So first spell slot. So that's going to be, if it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 3 more. So we got 12. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. 19. So actually, 10 points. Sorry, 10 points on the first attack. The improve, that's 14. 22, 27, 33, 40 points of damage.
Okay, wow. That's math.
Yeah.
Smoked.
All right, very good. Kelex, is there anything else you're doing?
Actually, I do get one more attack.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Actually, I'm going to do my my bonus action. I'm going to do I'm actually, you know what? No, I'll just attack right now. So I'm going to attack one more time, and I'm actually going to use a first level spell, attacking the first one.
Okay.
And
okay.
And it didn't roll. Why? It didn't roll. Hold on. Oh, because I didn't hit the right button.
Oh, that's
all right.
That's all a roll.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay,
29,
so
33?
21 and a 29.
Okay, 29 will hit.
All right.
And tell me your damage.
And then... Nope, hold on. Yeah, I kind of wish they would like put it somewhere where you can actually see it. And then there's that one, and this is only a first level slot. So the 21, so there's 13 points of damage there.
Okay.
Can that be? No. Yeah, 13, 20, and 24 points. So 64 altogether.
Okay. So your last attack, what was the total? 13?
Last attack was 16, 20, 27 altogether. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Nice. Alrighty. Oh,
and that's it.
Did I do it right? Yes, I did. Okay, good deal. Okay. Yarn, what are you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
You're not you.
All right.
Trust hand.
Just that's okay. I'm firing a fireball here, which means this guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy, are going to get hit.
Okay. What about Kelex and I?
Duck.
Do you have to do a shape for that, so you're not hitting everybody else, or is that how that works?
No. I just do the do, man.
Great, thanks.
It's okay.
Okay, so so what is the DC on that?
It is a Dex 17.
Okay, a Dex 17. So we're looking at this one here, this one here. You said this one up here too?
This one, okay.
Yeah, point them out to me one more time.
That one.
Okay.
That one.
Yep.
That one. That one.
Okay.
And that one.
Oh, okay, cool. Alrighty, so cool. So, let me go ahead and start making some of these here rolls for these, and that's a dexterity save.
Yep, and I'm going to go ahead and cast that.
Cool. Alrighty. So the first one was that one fails. The next one
you and
failed.
That's a one? Wow.
Yep.
One's a 17. You said that 17 was the magic number?
That's the number.
Okay, so that one will take half damage.
Correct.
Let's see, this one.
You don't take any damage.
Who doesn't take any damage?
Grenna. She had a 21.
Oh, Yarn, I need you to also make a percentile check for me.
Gosh.
Fine percentile check.
High or low?
No, just go ahead and roll it. I just want to see what you get.
84.
Okay.
I just looked it up. He needed an 85.
Yeah, no. You were fortunate. Your sculpting was able to. You were sculpting, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, if you'd gotten below the 50, it would have just not worked. Okay, so let me do this one. Okay, that was a 17. So I think I had 3 fails, 1 17, and then the last one. Let's see, what did that one roll? And another failure. Okay, so what's the grand total for this?
29 total.
29 total? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Okay, so 29.
And Kelex needs to roll.
Okay. So
He also needs to take his mute off.
Yeah. Next 30s.
Cool. Thanks for announcing.
Okay, so this one actually right here, the one that Kelex was fighting, the one that he cut really, really badly, actually falls over dead. Kind of dead, yes. So I'm going to put an X through that one.
What's the dex save, Yarn?
17. I mean, but you only take half damage because I sculpted it, so it means you take 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize, but look what I did.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of wet noodle.
Yarn, is there anything else you're doing?
Why, yes. Action surge.
Okay. Funny you should say that. Okay.
Let's do it all again.
Actually, yes, right there.
Where?
Okay, right here. Okay.
Right there.
Cool. Alrighty. So I need you to make a percentile roll.
Whee.
Okay, lucky. So you're able to spare Timble any of the flames.
Yep.
Ready. So is it going to? It's going to hit this one and the one in front of you as well. I mean, if you're putting it right on that one.
I got too many tabs. All right, hold on.
You didn't need to shape it because if I dodge it, I don't take any damage.
There. This one.
Actually, he wouldn't be able to shape it because you stealth. He doesn't even know where you're at.
Yep, and I hit a 21 for my dexterity save.
Good deal. Okay, cool.
So I'm actually
you're hitting those 3.
I'm hitting this one, that one, but she's dead. That one, and that one.
Okay, cool deal. Alrighty, so I'm going to start up at the top and roll these reflex saves, or dex saves. First one, is it 11? Didn't make it. Didn't make it. They're not very dexterous, I'll tell you that. That one did not make it. And then the last one is, let's see if it'll make it. Maybe. Oh, that one's an 18. So the one in front of you, Yarn, actually saved. How much damage do they all take?
32.
Okay.
Except for one in front of me who's got 16.
Okay, good deal. Okay, so this one takes 16. Like it? And the other ones take 32 each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm liking it.
Me too.
Let's see. I'm sitting here trying to do math. 38.
Scrap paper and pencil.
47? Okay, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that makes sense. And then the last one was another 38.
32.
Oh,
32.
32. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Got it. Alrighty. Okay. Wow. Yarn, anything else?
Yeah, I need to find a ring of extra actions.
Oh, is that what you require now? Being
I was waiting for him to roll luck.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, Grenna, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do Scorching Ray.
Okay, which one are you aiming at? The one.
I'm gonna do 2 on this one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do 2 on this one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 4 times. So this is the first one.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
Oh, that's definitely not gonna hit.
Nope.
That was
That one will hit. Okay, good. And that one will not hit. So you got one hit out of all of those.
It's fine. Okay. Because it was a natural 20, doesn't it get full?
Yes.
Okay, so then that would be 12.
Okay, so 23?
No, just 12.
Well, no,
Yeah, but-
23. 'Cause you get the full
Oh,
bid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, right, yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
so 23. It's okay.
Okay, I get 3 actions. Let me do that again.
Okay.
Same breakup. 2 to the one in front of me and 2 to the one behind me.
Okay. That'll hit. That'll hit. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll hit. And that'll miss. Okay, so you got 2 to this one.
Okay, so let me roll that one.
Right.
First. So the 8.
13 to
13 to the top one.
Okay.
And then 7 to the other one.
Okay.
Well, heck, I'm going to do that again. It seemed to work.
And you said 7 to the other one? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, got it.
All right. For my last move, I'm going to do the same thing. It seems to be working. I like it. First one. That one didn't hit.
Nope.
That one didn't
That
hit.
one was a terrible one.
Yep. All right. So the first hit, 10 points, and then to the one behind me, just 2.
Okay. And just how many? 2?
Just 2.
Okay. All right.
I'm done.
Okay. Good deal. All right. Now it's all the hags' turn. All the hags that are left. So I'm going to remove this hag out of the area so we don't get it confused. This one's going to run up, try to attack Kelex. It's going to see what it can do. Let's see. Claw, bite. Oh, sorry. Disregard that. Don't know why I keep hitting those things. All right. First one is 25, Kelex.
That's a hit.
Okay. So that's the first one, and it's going to do a total of. Why did I do the bite? Hold on.
I don't know.
Why is it being? Okay, hold on.
That's
Okay.
55.
I don't understand what happened. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that was. Okay, so it went and did the bite first. Okay.
Yeah. So 17. Yep.
Okay. Because that's what it looks like. Okay, so 17 points of damage on the bite. Yes. Alrighty. So then let's go ahead and do claws. So claw number 1 is not going to hit with a 19.
No, that'll hit.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So it's going to do another. That's 19 points of damage, or no?
No.
Oh, okay. It rolled both of them. So it rolled 19 and 15. So that's how much damage you're going to take from the claws, because it did both the claws at the same time. Okay.
34.
Cool. Good deal.
No, wait. Okay. So how many points of damage? So 17, 19, and 15?
Yep. That'll do it.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, they're not fun. Why was Grenna down there twice? Yeah, Grenna, why are you on my thing twice here?
Their die roll initiative.
Yeah, it must
probably.
have been. Okay, so this one right here is going to attack Grenna because it did not like Grenna doing that to it. So it's going to go in for the claw first. First claw is a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Second claw is a 16.
That hits.
Does it hit?
Yeah.
Shit. All right, so it is going to do all total. Let's see. So where's my damage? Okay, so that's 14, and then I'm going to give you one more claw. Oh, no, it hit both. Yeah, that's right. So you got 14 and 17 for the claws. It's going to go in for the bite as it reaches over you and grabs you and pulls you in close for a nice little smoochy smooch with teeth. And it misses with a 12 as you turn your head away. It was trying. It was really trying. Yeah. All right. Let's see. This hag is going to. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. So it's going to move over here. And so, Timble, this one moved past you. Are you going to try to attack it with an attack of opportunity from the shadows there?
Attack of opportunity is not a.
Oh, that's right.
Is that going to be a sneak attack? Probably not. You can't add those up.
No, I don't think so. But you can go ahead and try to give it an attack as it walks by you. Okay. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. A 26 will hit. Oh, no, roll disadvantage. Sorry. Have to remember those.
With a luck blade, if you roll...
Oh, okay.
I hit her last time, then I get advantage this time, so it should be a...
It should just be straight. Okay, good deal. Alrighty, so go ahead and roll your damage.
13.
13 points of damage. All right. Okay. Nice. Okay, very good. All right, so it is going to go ahead and try to attack Yarn because it does not like you, Yarn, with all your fireballs and all your things. So, okay, first claw is a 17.
Miss.
That'll miss. Second claw is a 19.
Miss.
Okay, very good. And it's going to go in for the bite, which will also miss. All right, very good. We're doing pretty good, guys.
No hickey for you.
No hickey for you. Hack number 6 is out of the picture. Hack number 5. So he's also going to go in and try to get a hold of Kelex because nobody likes the Paladin with his cool sword and all that other cool stuff. So claw number 1. 15.
Nope.
Good.
Do it.
Claw number 2 is a 24.
That's a hit.
Okay, damage is 17 points of damage. And it's going to go in for the bite, which will miss. All right. We're doing good.
Sort of.
All right, Kiffi, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I think I need to go here and see. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Kelex.
Okay.
And I guess probably we'll do a level 5. So yeah, level 5. So Kelex, you get 50 hit points.
50? Awesome.
All right. Good deal.
Grenna, I'll get you next time.
All right. Kiffi, are you finished?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Squire Tomas, you were back up at the top here. You can hear combat not too far away, but you can move you can make your move.
Standard move would be the armor. So I can move here. Do I see anything? Do I get it? I'm kind of tunnel vision here, so I'm trying to look down. Is it well lit? Not so well lit?
I mean, you can see a fire at the end, and you can see that there are people who are, you can obviously see combat in front of this large fire that is in the middle of this glade.
Large explosions.
Yeah, there has definitely been some explosions. There's been fireball action, as you.
And Tomas, you can dash if you like it.
Yeah. Or you can
actually
stay back.
That is a great option, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm going to dimension door.
Okay.
To right here.
Okay.
And as a free action, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that'll give me. So it's a 15-foot cube around me.
Okay.
So that'll get those two.
And Kelex.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that would probably be a bad idea.
No, I was just trying to. I'm using it to mark how far away I'm at from everybody. Okay. Yeah, I can get those two. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave on those two, so that it gets these two right here. Boom, and a Thunder Wave.
Okay, how far? Yeah, does that also sweep Kelex up in it as well?
No, that's why I was moving around trying to catch it. So
okay, cool.
On a 50. But out of that, so I can dimension board 500 feet. I cast my 3rd level Thunder Wave, and that will be a DC 16 for 48 of damage.
Okay, so it's a DC 16. What is it? Is it a Constitution, Dexterity? What are we looking at?
Con 15 or Con 16. Sorry.
Con 16. Sorry. Okay, first one is.
I just checked the damage.
A 5, and then the second one is. I'm sorry. No, I rolled the wrong. What is it's on that one? I was supposed to roll. They have a special. They have a special saving throw for con. So let me try that again. Sorry, guys. Instead of getting a +2, they actually get a +5. So the first one is a 19, and then the second one is they're actually pretty tough, and the other one's an 11. So the 11 will fail, obviously. So what happens to it?
They take 20 points of damage, full or 10 half.
Okay.
And they're pushed.
Okay.
Everybody hears a loud thunderous boom for 300 feet. Successful save takes half damage, isn't pushed. On a failed save as well. That made it's 48 and push 10 feet away from me. So wherever that one is, has to move 10 feet away from me. Whoever failed the save. I didn't see which one was failed save.
It was this one right here. Okay.
So it's going right through Kelex.
Okay, so Kelex, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. DC 16 is the number to hit. Okay, well, good. Alrighty, so as you were able to kind of make a little sidestep without incurring an attack of opportunity, and this thing gets pushed over here past you, you can actually get an attack of opportunity as it is pushed past you.
All right.
So I'm a fair DM.
Is it 18 hit?
And 18 will hit.
Okay. And I am going to do at least one level of smiting on it.
Smite.
Smitey.
Not like fighting sense, but different.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So 18 points of damage.
18?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was enough to actually kill it. So that was pretty good. It had taken some damage.
Yeah, so as I kind of move back and it slides by me, I just whip my sword around and get it right in the neck.
Right.
Yeah.
Right in the neck.
It's
All
two
right.
that Kelex is taking out.
Okay, Tomas, is there anything else you're doing on this round?
No, I used my bonus action for a spell, so I don't get my 2 attacks. So.
Okay.
You didn't do a superhero landing?
Oh well, that's what that is right there. The fire thing. That's why I'm boom.
Okay, it's Timble's turn.
Stabby. The one right there on Russ.
Okay.
And since he's on the other side, that would give me...
Is it this one right here? Okay.
Yeah, of the two, the one on the top.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, make sure to give me 2 rolls. Okay, there's one. All right, so 23 will definitely work. So go ahead and roll some damage. 24? Or is that...
A total of 33.
33?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 33. All right. Alrighty, hold on 1 minute. Okay.
And for my
Okay.
next action,
Okay.
let's see. I guess I'm not going to stealth this time.
Okay.
And I'm going to do my tactics on Kelex so that he can finish off the spot in front of him.
Okay.
That's simple.
All right. And that's it?
He's at advantage. Yes.
Okay. So that means he'll get a straight up. Okay. Good deal. All righty. All right. This hag is going to attack. It's going to try to attack Yarn. Let's see if it is successful. The first one is a claw. Nope. Second one is going to fail, and it's going in for its bite and fails. So, all right. So that was easy enough. This one is going to, well, now that it's probably, oh, okay. It's going to go after Grenna because it hates Grenna so much. First attack is a 22, Grenna.
Yeah, that hits.
Second attack is a 10, so I guess that's going to miss. And it's going to do 18, or hold on, let me make sure that it's true. Waiting for it to pop. 18 for damage, and then it's going to go in for the bite. which is a natural 20.
Shit.
So it is going to do, let's see,
55 points of damage.
20. Okay, so it does 23 critical damage, and then on top of that, it's going to do another 17.
Jeez.
Okie dokie.
Okay,
You all right, Grenna?
great. I'm not doing great at all.
Not feeling well? Yeah, it's one of those days. Alrighty.
That fancy porcelain
Tail
skin.
and swinging in my feet. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Kelex, it's your turn. Yeah.
I guess my question is, I don't know. Obviously, I can't see Grenna in the condition she's in.
Nope.
All right.
But Kiffi definitely can. Kiffi just watched the slaughter.
One of
All right.
you!
So I'm going to attack.
There was a lot of
Ooh.
blood coming out of a
Got a
little
little
body.
damaging going here, Tomas. So I'm going to attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
It'll be a straight up roll, right?
Yep.
I'm assuming a 34 does hit.
It will hit.
Any,
And I do get
You're after
my advance. Come on. I got all the way down. Where's it at? It would be so nice if I could just easily just put these things instead of me having to go through the Shield Master. Divine Smite. Okay, then I got my improved Divine Smite. So this is my first one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use another spell slot. So that is going to be a total of, so it's 12, 16, 27 points of damage.
Okay, so how do you want to end this one?
Yeah, Kelex is not too happy with what's going on. You know, he feels a little like they were being deceitful and shit like that. So yeah, he just basically I think he brings up his shield and he does a little feint, but then he brings his sword up and just brings it up to her neck,
Nice.
underneath her chin.
Alrighty. Did you guys see this greenish gray blood and gore just shower from this hag as it slides down the front of Kelex's shield and comes to rest on the ground at his feet? Nice.
And then I'm rushing over to here,
Okay.
or stepping over, not really rushing, I guess, and I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
Now, I guess the question, the advantage, does that just work for one attack, Timble? Okay, so I
Yeah,
get
just
disadvantage on this one.
Yes.
All right, just want to make sure. I don't want
22. That's good.
to. And 18.
18 will work.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm going to. Here's my improved Divine Smite, and I'm doing another spell slot.
Okay.
So 14. Man, my Divine Smite rolls are terrible. So 17, 23 points of damage on this one.
Okay. So
but at least we're hitting them,
23.
so you know that counts.
Okay. And so how does this one die?
So basically, yeah, after I kill the first one, I just kind of step around and just come back and then swing it and take off its head.
Okay. So yeah, as you take that 5-foot step, as you do so very, very gracefully, you bring the sword up in a sweeping arc and it just slices the head clean off. Again, this fountain of grayish green blood just like a volcano from its neck stump it just blows up all over the place, coating your friends.
I got it in my mouth.
Yeah. Everybody's bringing out the mouthwash. Yeah. Okay, very good. Is there anything else, Kelex, that you want to do?
I can't do anything. Nope, nothing else.
Okay. That was insane. All right, Yarn.
I did not realize
Can I finish my movement?
Of course. Yeah,
All right, I'm just going to go up there.
Yeah, you only took a 5-foot step, so you have.
All right, so I'm going to move up here next to this one.
Okay.
Hopefully, take some heat off of Grenna.
Okay, good deal.
I did not realize that Kelex was related to John Wick.
He is John Wick.
I'm not going to jinx it, but this is probably one of the first nights I've had in a very long time where I'm actually doing something useful in combat and not dying.
Yeah, something other than something damage.
Right.
Okay, so Yarn, what were you doing?
Yeah, I'm going here.
Okay.
Bonus action, Misty Step.
Okay, good deal. All right.
Bonus action. All right. You know, I'm going to save my spell slots. I'm just going to try and hit this one
Okay.
with a
Freeze ray.
no, with a firebolt.
Okay. Sounds good. Give it a shot.
No.
Not with a 12.
That's a natural 1.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So yeah, with a fail like that.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Damn, that hurt.
Do I need a dex save?
No. I usually don't do that. What it's going to do is it's just going to cost him his next action if he has another action.
I don't have another action.
Okay, so
No.
you're done. Okay.
What the hell?
It's not good.
Yeah. Grenna's out of the combat order, but she was after me. She had a 15.
Oh, okay.
You removed me. Let's see how you guys feel about me.
That was because you were up there twice, and I didn't know which one it was. So,
Right.
Okay, so Grenna, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go up at this little guy here. I'm gonna stick with my scorching ray, but I'm gonna do all 4 of them on that guy.
Okay.
Natural 20?
Nah, it's not a natural.
No, it's not a natural.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you got 1 hit,
1 miss.
1 miss, 1 miss,
1 miss.
and 1
2
hit. Okay, so 2 hits total.
So 2 hits total.
Yep.
3. 8.
14.
14 total? Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna do that again.
You know what would be cool is if you could combine them with your arrows.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'll miss. And that'll hit. And that'll miss. Okay, so you got 2 more hits and 2 more misses?
Yeah. So 8. Oh, okay.
12.
Okay, 12 total.
Then I'm done.
Okay, so Grenna, how do you take this one out?
Awesome.
I'll wrap around it and give it a hug and cause it to go. Bastard.
Okay.
No, somebody heal me. No, heal me.
Grenna, is there anything else you can do?
Fall down to the ground, withering in pain.
Yeah, you did take some pretty bad scratches with that one
12
attack.
hit points left.
Yeah. Okay. That hag is out of the way. This hag, though, is going to... let's see. It's actually going to go ahead and... Because it was really fixated on Yarn, but it didn't see where Yarn took off to, so it's going to come to its next target, which is Kelex. Why not? Let's bring it. Right? Alrighty. So this one is going to try to do something a little bit different. It is going to use its crushing hug attack on you. So it's going to try to see if it can actually do it. 17?
No, 17 does not hit.
All right, very good. So it is only going, instead of that, it's only going to use its bite attack. Let's see. Yep, bite attack. And that is a 20.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. And the bite will do a total of
Holy crap.
17 points of damage.
Very cool.
Alrighty. Very nice. Okay, so that hag is done. Kiffi Blackhammer, what are you doing?
Kiffi is going to cast heal on Grenna.
Okay.
Grenna, you may have 70 hit points.
How many?
70.
Oh, yay! I'm not gonna die. No, I have 82 hit points. Woohoo!
Yeah. If she died, would we still have this problem with the Dryad?
Yes, because you're all
Now we're here.
Hmm. Why are you contemplating an easy way to get out of this?
Considering options.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm
That's,
going to move up behind Kelex for easier healing.
okay. That's cool. Alrighty. Squire Tomas, it is your turn.
Did both of the hags go?
Yeah, we're back up at the top.
The one next to me, did it go?
Yeah, it did. It tried to hit Yarn and it failed miserably.
I didn't want to skip one.
Yeah.
So Lord Tomas or Ambassador Tomas, depending on what rule set I'm playing with right now, kind of looks around but fails miserably and doesn't notice anything except for the two in front of him. Therefore, he thinks they're damaged.
You really can't see the two in front of you because of the fire.
Oh, is it like a big gaping fire? I thought
it is a
ring.
bonfire. It is a huge roaring fire. So it
Glad I
actually,
didn't step in.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, at this point, I'd probably move here so I can see what was going on. I'm going to assume it's not going to. I know this is over here, right? I know there's something over here that you mentioned. I'm trying to see, would I have seen it? I didn't. So I'm going to step over here.
Okay. Yeah, so right now you see Timble and a hag. You see Yarn off to the side and another hag.
Why are you in my line of sight? Why are you in my line of sight?
He doesn't care.
You know what, Brian? That is probably the most honest answer I've heard. Anyway, first attack with, let's see, the Yeoman's Resolve.
Okay.
Holy shit.
That'll miss.
Ah, man. A 4. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
And the stupid dice landed right on top of. And I'll take my second attack.
Also, make sure to make a. Okay, so you had disadvantage on that roll, but that's okay. So the 22 would have been. So the 16 was your disadvantage. So go ahead, and you're gonna make another attack.
Actually, I'd burn the 22 on my disadvantage. So
okay,
16. Both of them, 22 would hit, but my disadvantage would be 16 to be honest.
Right.
Is it because we're in Fey that we're at disadvantage?
Yeah, the curse is in full effect on everyone.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And all right, got it. So that's first attack. It would have hit, but I get it. That's my bad. So disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me roll disadvantage. Fuck me. Zip, motherfucker.
Hold back. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah. So make sure to roll for disadvantage in case you have another attack.
I did I did roll a disadvantage on that time.
Oh, okay.
I actually right-clicked and rolled disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Oops. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, my best roll with a plus 12, my best roll was a 14.
Ouch. So painful. Okay.
A lot of people have performance issues.
How do you handle it?
I don't have it.
A lot of people do.
Is there anything else, Tomas?
Not at this juncture, my lord.
Okay. So, Timble, it is your turn.
Well, I'm going to try to maneuver a little.
Okay.
And
okay.
oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah, I would say that would be really bad. I was like going, please, just go right ahead and do that.
No, I'm playing damage.
Gnome on fire, put it out.
I got to go and do my roll. I'm going to try to sneak.
Okay.
I have snuck.
Okay. Is there anything else that you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to move around and see if I can attack someone.
Okay.
And yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay.
18 hit.
It would. Are you doing disadvantage?
I don't want to because I rolled an.
I'm sure you don't want to. Well, okay.
And then the next one I roll it.
Well, the 18 will work. Okay, so go ahead and do your damage.
Roll a damn 20. And it's ignored.
I know. Isn't it lovely?
I hate Fey.
Okay. You hate Fey?
Do not tell them I said that. 25 points.
As he says it out loud, 25 points?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, you hit it and you definitely did some damage, but it is still standing. It doesn't look good, but it's still standing. Of course, it didn't really look good before, but, you know. So, anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm pouting.
All right, so that hag is not happy with you, but it has two options now. It can either try to attack Tomas or it can try to attack Timble. So let's see who is going to be the lucky person. I don't know.
It should be like a die 3 option.
Uh-huh.
You can hit a whole man and a little me.
Okay, so let's do a D6.
She'll attack Tomas and try to step on you.
Okay, so wow. Okay, so actually Tomas is going to be the unlucky recipient of this one. So let's see. As she turns around and she tries to go ahead and do a couple of claw attacks on you, sir. The first one is a 23.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. Second claw is a 20, so that's not going to hit, and it goes in for the bite, which will also not hit. Very good. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, but see, they're rolling with disadvantage. No hits.
Yeah, you should be happy because I was kind of contemplating that instead of you guys rolling disadvantage, they were just going to have advantage on everything. But I just went, nah, why would I do that?
Good choice. Good choice.
All right, Kelex, it is your turn.
You just did that because you didn't want to see our backup characters.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't want to see Tomas's backup character. Ed's backup character is scary. That's a scary thought. Have to.
Tiara, really?
So, Brian,
Uh-huh.
if I decide to move here and then here, will that give her an advantage on me? Attack?
Well, there will be an attack of opportunity if you walk away from her.
And that'd just be one attack, right? Not the 3.
Right. Yeah, it would just be one. So I would it's probably going to be a claw. So
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna move here.
Okay. So she's gonna reach out with a claw and try to grab you. Gonna reach out and grab you. 13 is not going to hit. All right,
Nope.
very good. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack. Where the heck? Oh, because I moved my. Okay. That's still a disadvantage.
Yep.
I'm assuming a 26 still hits.
26 will hit.
All right. I'm going to use just my normal smite.
Okay.
Go all the way down, or my improved smite. And oh wow, so 12 points of damage, but I'm going to use my shield bash to push her back 5 feet into the fire.
Okay. Okay, so you did 12 points of damage to her?
12 points of damage.
Okay.
But that doesn't take her down, pushing her.
Okay.
So let's see here. Where's that at? Bonus action. All right. So you take the attack action on your turn. You can use a bonus action to try to shove your creature within 5 feet of you, within 5 of you with your shield.
Okay. Does it get? Does it get a save?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't used it in a while. If you take the attack action, you can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within. So yeah, it must be like a strength. So maybe compare strengths or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So and this is just a
regular strength check. Yeah.
Yeah, strength check.
Okay. You got a 19.
There's mine.
And it got a 19. It's ta-da! That's pretty cool. Alrighty.
Bam.
So that's I don't really think it would go anywhere. But
okay.
I think it would take damage. So why don't you roll? Do you have a damage stat for your shield?
Nope.
For
it's just a shove. No, it's just a shove.
Okay, so give me a 1d6 plus your strength for the damage.
Right.
I don't want to cheat you
so,
out of this.
Well, so my bingo. Where's holy crap? Okay, yeah, so 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so let me just make sure. Okay, good deal. Yeah, it's looking bad, but it's still up.
Well, I still get my other attack. I'm just kind of hoping to to put you in the fire so I can work on the other one. But I'll go ahead and attack again.
Okay.
And I got to roll.
Yep, disadvantage. All right, a 20 will work.
Okay, doing the same thing. I'm not going to use any more spell slots. I'm just going for the
straight up.
The straight up. Where the hell is it called? Yeah, my improved divine smite. So it already automatic. So 21 points of damage.
Okay, it kills it. How do you take this one out?
So I do try to shove it, and since it does, I just kind of step back and I just push my sword until it's gullet.
Ugh, okay. So yeah, as you just twist it as its vile blood just oozes out onto the blade. You notice that as soon as it touches the blade, it just sort of like rolls off like it was it was like mercury, like how a ball just like beads up and just So the sword it does not seem to hold on to grime and gore the way that a regular blade would. It's very interesting. All right, good deal. Anything else?
That's my turn. Nope, that's it.
Okay, Yarn, it is your turn.
Alrighty, I'm going to try and do the firebolt again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just.
You can move.
Hey, I got a 14 that time.
Yep, but that's not going to be good enough.
Nope. That's it.
Okay.
My turn.
Grenna Babbleboots.
All right, I guess I'm going after the last one. I'm going to stick with my Scorching Rays. I like them.
Okay.
Hit. That one will hit.
Okay.
That one will hit.
Oh, and that was a 1. That's not good. Ouch.
This is all part of. Oh yeah.
Okay,
So 2 hit, and I guess I don't get a move after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the grand total?
10.
10 total? Okay.
Yep. I'm done.
I think that's every time you've cast that, you only ever gotten 2 out of 4. That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Hey, I get to see sometime where I missed every single one of them. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay, Kiffi Blackhammer is up.
Well, I don't have to think too much about what I'm doing anyway. It's nice. Okay. Kelex, you get 37 points of healing.
Okay, before he even starts to touch me, he said, "Save your spell slots, my friend. I appreciate it. Take care of that thing." If you don't mind.
If it's not too much of a bother.
Okay, well, I guess I'll use that spell slot on that thing then. We'll cast,
It's not a healing word.
we'll cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Okay.
That seems like a assassin, but okay. I was gonna burn the spell slot anyway, so the hell. All right. Looks like I missed.
That just hits.
17, yeah. All right, well, I tried.
No,
He
that's
said
it.
it. He said it just hit.
Yeah, it just hit.
Oh, just hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Well,
I feel like their ear
Zork.
or their fingernail.
all right. So that does a shitload of damage. Well, fuck, rolled a bunch of 1s. 19 points of radiant damage.
Okay. He said 19 points of radiant damage. All right. Okay. All righty. So how do you take this one out, Kiffi? You've killed it.
Oh man, it's gonna go up in a puff of smoke.
All right. Good deal. So everybody is now out of initiative.
Yay, we
Ryan, can we
survived.
take a break here?
I'm sorry?
I got to do something about my armor.
I need to take a break and run and get my daughter. I don't know if we all want to take a break or what you want to do, but I need to do that.
Okay. That's no problem.
Go. Run.
Quick like a bunny.
I vote that if we get into combat, I vote that if we get into combat, we take turns running his character for a round. So, like, Grenna runs him first. The next round, Mike runs him. Then I run him. Then Pav runs him. Then Russ runs him.
Once we're out of combat, I will point out the curious sunflower to the rest of the gang.
Yeah, so yeah, you see the sunflower is watching everyone, and I need everybody to make a perception check.
I was already on it, and I rolled 15. So
Okay.
It's not a disadvantage, is it?
Nope. Nope. It's just a straight up perception.
17, not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, not bad. Actually, you guys did really, really well. So as you were standing there contemplating this creature, I need everybody to make a. Well, it's not really a constitution. Yeah, it would be kind of a Constitution save. Yeah.
Kind of a constitution.
Yeah, just a Constitution save. All right.
Can I take a Weeplobniska stave instead?
So Kiffi and Grenna all get advantages because they're near me. So I give hold on for a minute. Let me give you the thing so I'm not just pulling shit out of my ass here. Where are you at? Oh, sorry. You get +3 to saving throws. So add 3.
Okay, so I got 29.
That puts me at 20.
Okay. So really the only person who is actually affected by this would be Tomas. And so Tomas,
Jesus, what a save throw! Shit.
Yeah. So Tomas, as you're standing there, you're kind of looking around, you're taking in things. You realize,
for some reason, my ring of protection. I remember we worried about this cloak of protection.
Yep.
Does not include, because I have a +8 for Constitution.
Okay.
It only adds my +8, so it's really a 20. It's not adding the +2 from that cloak.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Okay, so you saved then. So you don't realize what is actually happening.
Yeah.
So
that makes it easy. Woo!
Yeah. So as you all are standing around looking up at this thing, and it is looking down at you, with its one big eye in the middle of its gigantic sunflower head.
It's a beholder. Kill it.
It's a mimic.
Yeah. None of you see or perceive that there's this creature that is. It looks to, well. It just kind of lumbers up behind Tomas, and is just kind of standing there next to him. So Tomas, give me a perception with advantage.
Yes, perception advantage. Why did I do that like that? That's the first one. I rolled them funny. Sorry, my bad. So that's 17.
Okay, cool. So as you're standing there, you hear this rustling and stuff behind you. As you turn really quickly, you are standing in front of, or what's standing in front of you is just this gigantic mushroom. And it is vigorously shaking itself as all these little spores are flying off of it. But no one seems to be affected by these spores. So it just stands there, just kind of contemplating you. It has these really strange looking globes in it, which you can only kind of figure are maybe its eyes. But it does not have arms. And it does not seem to be trying to harm you in any way. It's just kind of taking you in. And then the sunflower speaks in Sylvan. So does anybody speak Sylvan?
I can understand.
Before that happens, real quick, Brian.
Yeah.
I rolled a history check as trying to figure out, can I figure out what this thing is? Have I seen or heard something like this before?
It looks a lot like a myconid, but myconids, this one seems to be a little bit different, because I think myconids actually have like arms and things like that. They actually look more humanoid with mushroom features. This one is just a gigantic freaking mushroom, but you do recall that myconids will communicate by using spores. And once the spores enter your nostrils and get to your brain, they can actually make a communication connection with you. Unfortunately, everybody saved, so they can't be connected. But
I can willingly fail a save.
So you're just kind of run a finger over it and just go,
no, the spores in the air. I'm gonna huff them.
He's gonna sit there and do a line.
I'm a rock star. I'm gonna huff this drug. I was gonna see if it was a myconid and thought I was gonna get high on it. I'm gonna huff it.
Okay.
You said he was speaking Sylvan, right?
Yes.
Okay, I speak that. What is he saying?
Okay. So, yes, it looks down and you can see it looks like some sort of strange rudimentary mouth appears. And it says, "Oh, what wonderful sport. We've never seen anybody kill the hags before. Ooh, you are special."
Oh, no, for special.
So, Brian, because I huffed it, do I have like some kind of psychic bond to him?
Somebody asks you if you are a god. The answer is yes.
So
I'm already playing that way, so I'm like, yes. If I'm drugged up and talking to a mic in it,
yeah. So okay. So you've taken in this big old, just giant whiff of just this gigantic mushroom spore cloud, and it says, "Oh, hello, Victor. You have done very well. You killed all the hags. This is wonderful."
Because I'm tripping balls, I'm going to say, my name's not Victor. My name's Tomas, Lord Tomas, Thomas Waverly, and I'm an ambassador from the world of Greyhawk.
Oh, how droll.
No, it's exciting.
It's like, people.
Imagine all the soup I've eaten.
So, Outworlders. Oh, this is amazing. You can hear the inside your head. But, of course, nobody else can hear the mushroom. But the sunflower is like, "Oh, you must go in and make sure to roll the bodies of the hags. You don't want anything to go to waste."
Say it again. Roll the bodies of the halflings.
No, the hags.
The hags. Yeah, we don't want it to go to waste. Should we roll it into your mushroom patch? Can I see your mushroom patch?
So it's like, well, that would be wonderful if you could leave the bodies for us. Yes.
But tell us, where did the hags come from?
Oh, the hags have always been here.
Not anymore.
Well,
so
no,
they're not
you just slayed them, of course, silly.
Of course. So how should I address you, mushroom man? Or
I don't actually get addressed all that often. You can just call me.
Often?
You can just call me. Let's see, what's a good name for a giant mushroom?
Let's see.
Oh, I'm psilocybin. You can just call me psilocybin.
Awesome.
So the sunflower is speaking again in Sylvan to everyone else, but I think only Grenna speaks Sylvan.
Kiffi has the helm of understanding.
Oh, yeah, Kiffi, you can understand too. And so it says, "So, adventurers, where are you going?"
We are.
I think that we were. Yeah. Let's Grenna speak.
Oh, so you are going to the summer court. Oh, is the queen expecting you?
That's a great question. Do you know her, and is there a way we could get word to her?
Oh, I do not know her, but I know of her. So,
is there a way? Nobody knows this. Nobody knows this.
But okay, so the mushroom is talking to you and says, "Well, if you continue along the path, it will take you to where you need to go."
Well, actually, what I was looking forward to is maybe you would know a way we could approach her unknown, because we're trying to surprise her. It's her name day coming, and we wish to visit her from friends from afar.
This sounds very suspect. I don't understand this. What? Just sneaking into the court might not be a wise idea.
I rolled a 31 on persuasion.
Okay, what are you trying to persuade it to do?
I'm trying to convince him to maybe tell us of a secret way to court so we don't get observed, so that we can visit the queen on her name day.
Said, well, there may be a way, but you have to get past all of her guards.
That's why you're here. Think how happy she'll be when we show up with you.
I don't think she likes me, but I guess we could try to sneak you in.
24 that I was trying to convince her that the queen likes her.
Oh.
Or it. I've never assumed mushroom genders before, so I'm working with this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're kind of neutral. So
real quick, has anybody watched The Tick before? When I saw the sunflower, I was thinking of Elseed.
So the sunflower looks back down at you, Grenna, and says to you, so you are here to see, what are you here to do in the Fey realm?
And by the way, she didn't hear what I said because I was talking in my mind.
Right. Yeah. You don't have to actually speak. You just talk to the mushroom in your head.
Right. So nobody's heard that. Yep. I've got this concocted plan that I'm trying to visit the queen on name day.
Yeah.
I'm tripping too busy on the on my new friend.
You're tripping.
We are trying to seek an audience with the summer queen.
Oh. Well, if you continue down this road, it will take you to the court. You were very close.
Good to know.
How close are we? Psilocybin?
Oh, you were just probably not far. I would say it would take you maybe... Well, it's kind of hard to describe time here, being that we don't have a sun, so or any light sources that delineate the day from a night. So I've been told this from other travelers that have came here from your place. So to us, time is kind of strange, and so is distance. So I would say it wouldn't take you long.
Perception check, I rolled a 15. Can I detect a gender, or does it seem truly neutral?
It seems truly neutral. It does not seem to really... you're kind of thinking that as far as mushrooms go, it shoots out spores when it wants to communicate or when it wants to create more of itself.
Well,
it must have been impregnated.
It is not the worst thing that I've done. Would you care to be our escort to the court? If so, I would be happy to have you spore me again.
It says, I would be happy to do that for you, but I am extremely slow. Is this what you desire?
Yarn, do you have any levitation spells or anything like that, like Tensor's Disc? So that they can ride and come along with us?
Yes, but I'm not wasting the spell slot.
Unfortunately, psilocybin, they are not as enlightened as we are. But, and I reach down and I scoop up a ground of dirt and put it in my bag. I appreciate you giving me at least a piece of Jerry Garcia as I move forth into the Fey to fight the evils that are here.
Okay, well, it was nice meeting you too. So make sure to come back and visit us, but also make sure you leave those hag bodies for me to to procreate upon.
Are they easier if we divide them into pieces for you? More consumable?
That would be lovely if you would do that for me.
All of a sudden, Tomas goes over and starts chopping up the hags into pieces and kicking them around the fire, away from the fire and not into it, so that they're cooler, so it doesn't offend my friend psilocybin.
Yeah, so you guys are watching. Every once in a while, you just see like a facial feature or a head nod or something like that as Tomas is staring at this gigantic mushroom. And then he just goes over and just whips out his sword and just starts hacking the hell out of these hag bodies, just leaving hag parts flying all over the place. He's kicking them away from the fire. So,
Hey, Kiffi, do you know if hags actually regenerate? You know, what's up with Sir Tomas here?
Lord Tomas.
I had no idea. I gave up trying to figure that dude out a long time ago.
Can I get some hag parts? Am I able to get those?
well, Mike's muted, or Ed's muted. Sorry, not Mike. No hag parts for you.
I was actually singing whole version of hag parts.
Thanks for muting.
I was trying. I'm sorry. You only get part of it. You got to join my Patreon channel to hear what I really say all throughout this shit.
You're muted. Thank you. Brian, check the messages.
I saw it. Okay. So to answer your question on that, Grenna, you guys were you. And this was discussed before. They know you're coming. They just didn't know when you were coming. But you are expected.
But I know I'm expected.
You have a generally good idea that because where you landed and how you arrived, that they know you are here. And you probably do have you actually, that's a part of that skin crawling situation, is that the closer and closer that you get, the more stranger you feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pull Kelex to the side. I'm going to tell him I think they're expecting us.
Okay, so Kelex, give me a perception check. Okay. With advantage. Because you're staring right at her, so if you roll a 1, so help me God.
No, I rolled 2 higher.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it's close enough. So as you're you're chatting, she's telling you this. You realize that one of her eyes is changed color.
Grenna, are you okay?
Nope.
You should have had it roll to the back of her head, and she can't be surprised.
You know that feeling you get when you know that you're somewhere and you really probably shouldn't be, and your skin is crawly and all the hairs are standing up because you're expecting something to jump out and go boop. That's how I feel.
All the time.
Understand. So I'm assuming I obviously could tell that she was talking with the sunflower and mushroom.
Yes.
You saying they were expected? Did they tell you which way we need to go?
Follow the trail.
All right. Tell them thank you, and then you're still watching Tomas a little bit off the side.
Yeah, he's just going. He's going to town. Yeah.
I think we need to get away from here a little quickly.
I have a feeling he's going to get us into trouble. We can offer him to the Fey as a gift.
Sad.
So Kelex doesn't say no or yes to that. So
we'll never hear the end of it. He'll end up being like a Fey Lord or something, and yeah, then we'll have somebody else pestering us from the Fey.
Yeah, just what you need. Okay, so
Hey, psilocybin. Have you heard my song called "The Mushroom Man"? Do you know the Mushroom Man? The Mushroom Man. The Mushroom.
he just says, "No, I've never heard the Mushroom Man." But
I rolled a 19 for performance.
yeah, that's very good. You did very, very well. You might need to expand upon it here. And he shakes his body a little bit more, and these other spores shoot out. And make another Constitution save.
Oh, sorry, wrong dice. Dumb. Hey, when I hit that con save. 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're not affected by it. And
I choose to fail.
You choose to fail. Okay. So you take a big old snort of this and go, ugh. And your head feels very like you're floating on a cloud. And then when you realize you look down, you're actually levitating off of the ground about 5 feet. The rest of you notice that he is levitating 5 feet off the ground, and you're not sure why.
I say in my mind to psilocybin,
and he starts
piggyback rides.
And he starts giggling.
I tell psilocybin piggyback rides. Come on, let's go to the court. Piggyback rides.
Yeah, but you're not able to fly. You're just kind of there. It's sort of like if somebody attached a string to you, you'd be kind of like a Tomas balloon.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm doing, Brian. I'm walking behind him, and to his belt, I'm tying a cord, and I'm just pulling him along.
Okay.
And we're going down the trail to the Queen.
So
with our Thomas.
I started typing that before Brian said it, so I was doing the same thing. Now we have a tug of war. Whose balloon is he?
This balloon is he?
You may have the balloon. I don't care.
So in your mind, as you walk away from the giant mushroom, Tomas, it says, "Well, Tomas, it was nice meeting you. Have a nice trip."
I like you too. You can ride along if you want to, or can you pop your cap off and I can wear it like a hat?
No, that would be painful.
I was actually thinking along the lines of who's seen Valerian? You know, where they put the big mushroom hat on the chick. I could go into the court with a big mushroom hat on, representing the mushroom people.
Only if it has the center out so that they can eat your brain.
Well, that was the concept at the time, so
that was the concept. I love it. Okay, so you start to make your way down this pathway, and all the while you see that there are other creatures. There are fauna and flora that seem to have lives of their own. Every once in a while, you see one of the things that really is very puzzling is there is a stump that is sitting off the side, and sitting on this stump is this gigantic squirrel smoking a pipe, and
kill it.
He's dressed in this very fine silk-like robe, and he's just regarding you with interest. He just looks and says, "Oh, hi! How are you guys?"
Squirrel.
And this one speaks common.
Squirrel.
Oh, another childhood. Oh my God. Good day, sir. I do apologize. We don't really have much time to chat. I believe we're expected at the summer court.
Oh, you're going to the court. Oh, that's amazing.
I'm late for a very important date.
Well, I certainly don't want to keep you if you have a date with the Queen.
Thank you for your understanding. And he kind of motions a yarn to keep pulling Timble or Tomas down the path.
So yeah, as you continue along, you're making your way, and there's a couple of winding, like little turns and things like that, and everything seems. Again, though, like I said, there's plants that, as they walk by, they sort of sing and they change colors. You see a few more of those large sunflowers. And you can see they're talking in Sylvan, talking to each other. So Grenna and Kiffi, they are actually talking about you, but you can hear them saying things like, "Oh, they're going to go see the Queen. They're seeing the Queen. Why would they want to go see the Queen? That doesn't make any sense." And so, well, obviously they're here for a reason, but they don't really address you. They're just talking about you. They're just being kind of weird.
Brian, due to my
just to let you know, I did lay.
Good,
oh, sorry. Just as we're walking along, I do lay hands on myself, so I do go back up to my max hit points. Just letting you know.
Okay, good.
And Brian, due to my connection to psilocybin, do I understand them? And if I try to talk to them, do they hear me? Like, does this grant me some type of talk to plants kind of power temporarily?
No, not really.
Damn it. Man, that would have been so much fun.
That would have been fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Ross doesn't know that, and he's talking to the plants.
Yeah,
like, we're going to see the Queen. We're going to see the Queen. I'm just talking.
As they just kind of turn slowly and look at your party, and, they just tilt their sunflower heads, just looking at you strangely. Well, you continue down this pathway, and it feels like it's been a pretty long time. But being that it doesn't seem to get dark here, time just kind of gets really weird. And you feel that you've been walking for, your feet are actually getting tired, except for Tomas. Tomas is just, having a good old time 5 feet above the ground, just enjoying the trip he is actually on. It definitely, by the time that you finally get to this beautiful, it looks to be a gigantic grove that opens up, and when it opens up, you find yourself, and I'm going to show you the map. Get you guys in there if I can find the map. Cool, there it is. Alrighty. Yeah, and you should probably be able to see yourselves, I hope. If not, let me know. You're down at the bottom of the map.
I do not.
Did I show you
the map is not updated.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's the map.
Yeah.
There we go.
You gotta hit reload.
Yep.
Cool.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
When Tomas sees himself, he goes, "Whoa, I see myself."
Okay. So does everybody see themselves on the map?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Okay,
Yep.
So I'm going
I
to...
don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
No. So as you kind of push past this into this grove, you realize that it is just a gigantic rose garden. The roses on every side, but they're gigantic roses. They're like 3 times the actual flower itself are like 4 or 5 times bigger than any human. They're monstrously huge, and there is this pathway that goes down to where there is this just another. It looks to be some sort of building. This pathway, and then it opens up, and there is a gigantic rose at the very back of it where there is a throne. And sitting on this throne is what you can only figure is the Summer Queen herself.
Shouldn't something be out here to announce us? I don't just want to walk into a Queen's chamber. I got in trouble for that once already.
Well,
Announce you? I'll announce you guys. I'm a bard. I'm a herald. I'm an ambassador.
As you do see, as you're looking around, you see that there are several fairies. There are definitely fey creatures flying around. And right here, standing at the bottom, Grenna, you would probably remember this creature, because this is the Dryad princess that you remember from that forest so long ago, whose name is Pelatorina. And she turns, looks at you very, very carefully, and then she turns and says, "Your Majesty, as I have promised, those who have wronged me have finally shown their cowardly faces." And the queen, stares down at you all. And so what are you doing? You all are standing there on this pathway.
Horrible.
You are not.
Horrible.
No, you're not.
Forgive me, Princess, but I beg an issue. All of us did not wrong you.
Well,
I apologize. I never wronged you. You never had issuance with me.
Well, it does not really
and
seem
multiple
to
times I tried to offer something up to you. But it wasn't carried to you. So I tried. I honestly tried. And I would happily try again.
Well, lucky for you that you don't have to worry about this, because I release you from the curse.
Okay, then regardless of that, I would say this. I have been given land in the Misty Vale. I would happily carry your acorns to the Vale. I would happily allow in my lands any of the Fey.
She says, "You get ahead of yourself, sir. You need to need to get your gift to the Queen. Do you have gifts for the Queen?"
I think we do.
Grenna?
I have a song.
Right?
We do.
That's Tomas, right?
And this is not a gift. This is just frankly me saying that if we wronged you, please take that.
Well, the person that wronged me is the one that obviously has the gifts. So you bring the gifts to the Queen.
Okay.
Grenna.
Right, I did try to do an insight check to see if there was something not right with her just suddenly ending the curse, but I rolled a 12, so.
No. The Fey are very strange.
I'm going to come forward.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out the stones that we have. I'm going to go as close as I dare. I know how close that is. And I'm going to bend down on my knees. And I'll hold them up like this. And I am going to say, in her innocence, the gnome, because I think I'm still a gnome, I make a plea. With humility pure, I bow my head low. I apologize to the fairy's gentle blow. And I have remorse. And I have learned from my stupidity.
So the Queen rises from the throne and walks down. And she stands in front of you. And of course, she's a very strange looking creature in her own right. But you can definitely tell she's extremely powerful and extremely regal. And she says, "These are acceptable. Thank you for traveling so far to give them to me. And then she reaches her hand out and places it upon your head. And I need you to make a Constitution save with disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay, one more.
No, that's it.
Oh, that was it. The 13 was it. Okay. So the rest of you see as this being reaches down with her hand and places it upon Grenna's head. And as soon as she does, Grenna shakes violently, like she's having some sort of fit, and immediately falls to the ground. Pelotarina walks out in front of you all. And
Kelex puts his hand on his hilt.
And I'm going to put Grenna up here. Yeah. And so Pelotarina steps out in front and says, Grenna, friends of Grenna, you have nothing to fear. The Queen, in her infinite wisdom, has shown Grenna her true path. Do not fret, do not fear, for she is still with us. She has not been harmed.
Kelex still keeps his hand on his hilt.
As you put your hand on the hilt, you realize that there's probably close to about 15 to 20 pixies here, flying creatures that are absolutely, they have some power. Start to get very excited.
Grenna, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, first aid for the army. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Anyway.
Get back in line.
Okay. So Grenna, give me another Constitution check with advantage.
With advantage?
Yep.
It will just show up the advantage.
That's fine.
I'm rolling it with advantage and rolled 20. I mean, and beyond.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, wow. Okay, so Grenna, as you are laying there, your eyes flutter open and you've gained consciousness again. This feeling that you had of your skin crawling has abated. You feel fine. You feel better. Things are still a little bit fuzzy. But just as you're trying to lift yourself up, you feel a very strong hand land on your shoulder. And as you kind of look over, you see it is Pelotarina, and she offers you her hand and helps you to your feet.
Okay, take it. Thank
Okay.
you.
But as she takes your hand, she does not let go of it. And she, the Queen, so you're standing right there in front of, the Queen. Pelotarina is there. And then you hear the Queen, say, speaks out and says, a name that you're not familiar with. And she says, Fodor, come here. And as she says this, you look behind you, and Bubbles starts to pad his way up the passage. And as he does so, you start to notice that he starts to change. And by the time that he finally gets up there next to you and Pelotarina, he is almost kind of looks like a werewolf, but not as scary looking. He is obviously a shape changer of some sort.
Well, you look a little different.
And he comes forward and bows before the Queen, and she asks and says, so, Fordo, what do you feel about this person? Has she taught you anything? in your travels. And he now speaks, and everybody can hear him. He speaks speaks in the common tongue, and he says, "Yes, Your Majesty, I have learned a few things from this traveler from afar. One of the things that I felt was most important was that she taught me courage. There was a time when we stood, her friends and her stood before undead monsters, and I cowered. I was cowardly." As you can see that he bends his head down. But Mistress Grenna taught me something, and I could feel the power rushing through her, the bravery that she had washed over me, and I joined the fight. And from that very time on, I have felt that if I had not done so, I would regret not entering the fight with them. She has taught me courage. She's taught me bravery. And that, I feel, is enough that she should be told everything about her true past. And so the queen walks back up and sits back on the throne and says, So Grenna, you do realize that you are not what you appear to be?
I have come to that realization, yes.
And you probably understand that at this point in time that Fordo here has been in my service the entire time?
Not until just now.
She looks over at Fordo and says, you were able to keep your disguise very well. Excellent work. Excellent. And she says, so I shall tell you what you are, and I shall tell you what it means, and I shall tell you how it affects what you will become in the future. And said, you are one of my faceless. This is not a bad thing. What you will be able to do with practice and time, you will be able to take the visage of any medium humanoid creature or smaller. All you have to do is concentrate. At first it will be difficult. Do not worry, it is not painful. She says, you will also find that you will be unable to be slain by normal weapons, but you can be slain. But when you are slain, instead of dying and going somewhere else, you will come here. For you are one of my own. You are undying. But if this happens more than 2 times, you will never be able to go back to that other realm. You will be stuck here in the Feywild with us. You understand?
I understand.
So he says, so.
Can they hear this?
I'm sorry?
Can they hear this?
Oh, yeah, she's talking to everybody. Yeah, the rest of you guys also understand that Grenna now has kind of transformed or transcended a little bit. She also says you will also be able to take on the appearance of people that you know, but those who have kinship with that person will have a greater chance of being able to discern your true nature. So, but you may take on the visage of others. not just an unknown. So that is one other thing that you might also keep in mind.
This has been an eventful day.
Mm-hmm. She says, when I say that you may take on any medium to or smaller form, that also includes Fey creatures as well. For you are of the Fey. And so Pellatrina once again captures your gaze, and she says, I also have something to tell you. And as she does so, she lets your hands go. She brings her hands up and places them over her face. And as she does so, she turns into you.
And I thought this day couldn't get any weirder.
I'm going to need a lot of therapy after this.
And she once again reaches out and grabs your hand and your hands, and she looks at you and she says, you do not know how long I've been wanting to tell you this. I was hoping that you would come sooner, sister. And then she hugs you.
Oh, yeah. And it did just get weirder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she turns, Pellatrina turns and looks at all of you. Once again, she brings her hands up and brings them down over her face, and she turns back into her dryad form. And she says, I am very sorry that I had to levy that curse upon you. But it was the only way that we could get Grenna to come home.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It
it's
was
a shame. It is a shame that it took you so long. Once again, she turns back to Grenna and she says, so.
We're Vikings. We have stubbornness issues.
At what point do they do the Fey pillow fight? I read about those.
So Tomas, give me a Constitution save.
Oh, great. The drugs are wearing off. Oh, shit. I knew that was coming.
What the hell is in those paint chips?
But to be fair, Tomas has my Constitution. 24.
Okay. So actually you're still flying. You're holding on to the high. You can't shake it now.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to say it's an all-time high?
It's good that his microphone cut out about halfway through that, right?
You have no idea.
I was on that same page, Brian.
I think Steph has an idea upstairs. And anyway.
So what is Bubbles' real name?
Okay, so his real name is Fordo. F-O-R, F-O-R-D-O-E.
Oh, F-O-R, Fordo.
Yeah, Fordo, yeah.
Fordo.
Fordo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, once again, the queen addresses everyone and says, so, thank you very much for bringing this lost little lamb home. But of course, Grenna, it is up to you. You may change the name you go by is the name that was given to you by those in the other realm.
Wait, they know my name?
No, unfortunately, you had not received a name before you were stolen. If you remember.
No, I mean they're calling me Grenna.
Yeah, they know your name. But the queen asks if you would like to choose a Fey name. If not, that is totally up to you. Said, I thank you for the gems. It was a shame it wasn't something different, but the gems were fine. As you see kind of a strange glint in her eye, you kind of understand why she said that.
She wanted from us.
Right.
No.
So, of course, now also you must understand, as a Fey creature, anytime that you wish to come home, all you have to do is go to a ley stone along one of those ley lines, and all you have to do is walk into the stone, and you can return home at any time.
Lay, lay, lay.
And so,
Well, thank you, Your Majesty.
Any chance we get a ride home?
she's
Lady Titania.
I think I could do that.
yes.
The ley stones, are they something that you all could put up someplace, like on a tract of land, or is it just something naturally that occurs?
Those have been placed millennia ago. But before you leave, and as she once again ascends the staircase before you and stops in front of you, Grenna, she says, "There is one thing that you need to do for me now that you know your true purpose." And said, "I know that you are soon to go to a strange place."
Mm-hmm. Which one?
A place far away from your homeland, other than here.
She speaks of the
True.
Yeah, to the tree.
It
Yes.
said. So what you must do is, once you land on that far-flung shore, you must seek out the other life tree. And once you find it, you must lay your hands upon it. And then I shall do the rest.
How will I find it?
Oh, we'll find it. Trust me.
It is the sister of the tree that you know all too well already. You have touched that tree, and I felt it. You must find the other tree and do the same.
Hey, Brian, I just chucked a 20 sense motive. Do I feel she's telling the truth, or is she using her as a portal to possibly go in and destroy the other life tree?
Your brain is truly amazing.
Only a human would think that.
Okay, so yeah, you from what you're gathering is that's really, it would be very weird for Titania to want to destroy the other life tree, being that both life trees are connected and they are both Fey creations that were actually placed there by Fey. So you don't feel that she is trying to destroy anything, but you do kind of get an idea that whatever, if that tree is maybe dormant, that she might be trying to awaken it.
Okay.
Yeah.
More respectful idea. Hey, by the way, Russ, fuck you. It's a good idea. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I fall asleep and you fall in love.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Pop?
I said it would have been an insight check. That's
I
the
actually
news.
saw that earlier later. I mean,
yeah, it would have been an insight. Yeah. Okay. So
I rolled a natural 20 on insight.
and
Even better.
yeah. So as you were standing there, and so Yarn, you had asked if there was a way to get home.
Yeah. Can you get a ride home?
She says, "Unfortunately, you must return to the stones that you came through."
And at that point, Tomas doubles over laughing and says, "But he doesn't." Still in my stone state.
Can we just leave him here?
Is he still floating?
Yeah, he is actually still floating. You're not really too sure how long.
Up there.
I mean, balloons are a nice gift.
Actually, if you float for more than 4 hours, seek medical attention.
All right,
That's important.
let's get out of here.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
We'll search off the tree and do
Those
it.
battles.
So yeah, so as you're getting ready to walk off, Bubbles slash.
So I'm gonna ask Fordo if he's gonna come with us.
He walks over and now he stands really a little. He's actually taller than you, and he looks down at you and says, "Mistress Grenna, unfortunately, I have a different path I have to take."
Okay. Grenna's gonna give him a hug and say thank you.
He says, "I hope, and I am almost for sure that we will see each other again."
Okay.
Okay.
Poor Grenna lost her doggy.
She says he just like he just as he's like he bends down and gives you a big old hug, and he says, "Don't worry, I'm sure that you will find another companion. Probably not one like me, but another companion." And then he stands back up and he says, "Good luck."
Oh. Let's go home, boys.
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh, no, it looks like Timble wants to say something.
I'm going to go to Pilatarina and say, Lady Pilatarina, I am quite serious about having Fey friends upon my property. I desire that. I don't know if there's a way to facilitate that. I honestly would freely give the lesser Fey more land, a place to go. There's seeds that need to be planted, anything that I can do.
So she says, "Actually, thank you. And this would, I think, be helpful, maybe beneficial for both of us." And she reaches into a pouch and she pulls out another small package, a small box. And she opens it, and inside you see that it is full of, it looks like some sort of very strange colored acorns. And she says, "If you will plant a grove for me, you will have a connection to,
I appreciate that
to the Fae." And she hands the box to you.
And I'll bow and thank her and say, as soon as I can, I will start the grove.
Perfect. And
Lady,
so,
to also facilitate better relations with the land, the world of Orath and you, I'm willing to offer lands to the descendants of psilocybin so that my people will get to know your people better.
the queen just shoots you this way and says, "Are you talking about that strange mushroom man in the forest?"
Do you know the mushroom man?
The mushroom man?
The mushroom man.
She says, "Yes, I know the mushroom man. He's a twat."
By Drury Lane?
Drury Lane!
Yeah, no, he's a twat. I can see that you've been affected by the mushroom man.
He's of small constitution. It doesn't do much.
If you wish to send him across the way to us, I have a place where he's more than welcome. It's marshy land. He'll thrive. He'll help expand the mines of Greyhawk.
I will think upon this. Thank you for your offer.
God, I wish they had diplomacy checks back in this.
So, you all start to make your way out of this very strange grove. Finally, once you pass through the you pass out of this thorny gigantic rose bush. You find yourself back on the path, and as you look back behind you, there is nothing behind you. It is just an open plain. The throne has the throne room, the gigantic roses. Everything is gone.
Well, double time. Let's go.
Grenna disappeared.
I did use my cursor.
She came back as somebody else. So
butterfly.
So to kind of flesh out this a little bit more for you, Grenna, anytime that you want to change your appearance, it's not. Well, it's kind of like magic, but it's not really. It's not like it's an illusion. You're actually manipulating at a cellular level, and you are taking on that form. So you hold on to your stats. But like if somebody reached over and touched you, like if it was an illusion, they would be able to feel your real self. This is not the case with you. You physically take on the complete look of a creature. If it is let's say it's a fey creature that can fly, you will still hold on to your attributes, but you now have flight, and you can travel 60 feet is your fly speed. Okay? Yeah. So everything is about normal except for what you're going to end up looking like. Now, let's say that you went, if you were in Instead, and you wanted to look like Melda, you would be able to look like Melda because you've been around her you've been with her for a really long time, and but her family would have would be able to roll a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage to see if to be able to tell the difference, where everybody else would not get that. So
Kelex wouldn't?
Kelex actually would probably, but you would not get it with advantage. You would actually still get a check. But others would.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. But I mean, you could actually do that, or you could just take on the look of you could just make up the facial features or whatever you really want, but it still has to be a humanoid creature. You can't turn into an animal. So hopefully that will tell you a little bit more. Okay.
Would Fordor count as a way to change into? I mean, it's humanoid. Okay. I guess he was kind of.
Okay, so
humanoid is medium or smaller.
Yeah, it's medium or smaller. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. Like.
Bigger. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, he was kind of like a combination. He was a shape changer, but he was an animalistic shape changer, which was a little different. She's just a humanoid shape changer. That's why, like, when you woke up with the elf leg the other day, you had started pulling power from the life tree. But now that you've actually been touched by the Fey Queen or the summer queen, you now have full power, but it's going to take a little time to.
Any Fey magic tricks?
No. Again, like I said, it's really mostly cosmetic, except for the flying part.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
But it is kind of interesting. See, this, kids, is what happens when you don't write up a background story. I have to make that shit up for you.
Hey, you had fun.
Oh no, I really enjoyed making up your background for you.
Just so you know, I don't do background stories for any of my characters, so have fun.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so.
we'll have to have fun with you in the mornings and everything. And like, hey, you want to put that horn away? How long is that tail?
Yeah, like
I don't think I could hurt you in your sleep with a blow.
Yeah, like you could take on the forms of like satyrs. That's a Fey creature. There's tons of Fey Fey like humanoids that you could take form of.
She could take the form of a red cap and sit on your chest while you sleep.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what a red cap is.
Actually, she's a female character, so she always takes something ineffectual like shape of water or something like the Super Prince, right?
A bucket of water.
Super Prince powers activate.
It was the Wonder Twins, and I think the female actually did animals.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, wasn't she always?
Did I get it backwards? Was the dude the one that was feckless?
Okay, they didn't say it was limited to female.
Okay.
I always thought she had a tight Y in her legs, but that's okay.
So you can become male?
Oh yeah. She can take on any humanoid form, male, female. It doesn't matter.
The keyword there is any.
Any. Yep. It's very interesting. Okay, so as you, once again you were heading back down the pathway to back towards the stones, you end up, like I said, it takes a long time. Even now you're kind of thinking, gosh, your feet are like, you guys are tired by the time that you get back to.
We're running, right?
Yeah, I don't know about running. You guys are getting to a point of where you would be taking like points of exhaustion by the time. You're thinking you've been here probably close to 16 hours. You're thinking it's been a long day.
Am I still
getting out of here?
I don't think we should be resting here. We need to get back.
Yeah, I think that points of exhaustion to get out of Fey might be a good payoff.
Okay.
So the record, Brian, am I still floating?
No, you finally made it. But actually, you're the one who is not. You have no points of exhaustion because you didn't have to walk.
And I'm surprised that Ed hadn't gone, we ought to float down here.
I debated on it, but it's wrong genre.
Like we haven't said other stuff that was totally not right.
No, everything I've thought about has been carefully thought out.
Oh, okay. Everything.
So he's taking our bags.
Let's do an insight check on that. And call bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Kelex. Yep.
I rolled an 11, so you can, or that's deception. Yeah. So,
okay. So finally, once you get back to the little bend in the grove there where the bonfire was, you can see that the bonfire is completely burnt out. You can now see that the entire grove area here, you see one extremely large mushroom sort of in the middle of everything. And now there are actually probably close to 500 little mushrooms spread all over the place.
I guess they taste good mushrooms. Enjoy the meal, guy.
I'm going up to my friend and I'd say, may I take some of our family with us?
Okay.
Like keep some of them up.
So as you approach what you can only assume must be psilocybin, he shakes vigorously and the spores shoot out once again.
I fail my saving throw.
Okay. Does anybody else want to fail their savings throw, or do you all want to?
No.
No.
We're all leaving in a hurry.
Can we leave him behind?
Can you leave it behind? So I need everybody to make a Constitution save.
And while they're making their Constitution save, until they all complete, I'm going to sing, "We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we're in the champions."
Within 10 feet of me gets 3 extra points.
Okay, so that means the only person who actually saved was Grenna.
I'm gonna use a luck.
Oh, and Kiffi is completely like, you might as well just.
Does this count as poison?
No, it does not. It does not count as poison. But so the only person who actually saved was Grenna. So the rest of you now have a communication contact with this super gigantic mushroom. And so in your mind, you can hear this thing going, "Oh, my friends are back. Oh, thank you so much for the bodies of these gruesome hags.
Hopefully they fed you well. I'd love to take some of your children to my world and let them feast upon the refuge and reek of my world and grow strong and help us learn to bridge the connection between Orith and the land of Fey."
Oh, this sounds like a lot of fun. Why don't you?
We need to go.
So it says, well, feel free to pick up a few and take them with you.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
I am not thinking of sauteed mushrooms. I am not thinking of sauteed mushrooms.
I rolled a 19
Okay.
on a survival skill to harvest mushrooms, not for eating, but for planting.
Okay.
Because mushrooms are friends, not food.
No, Jaeger schnitzel, man. Yum.
Okay. So
Hey, Russ, why is there a big furry dick in your face?
Okay. So as Tomas is taking the time to harvest a few of these things, I need everybody to make another Constitution save.
Including Tomas, I fail.
Yes. Oh, you're going to fail? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Hey, Brian, at the end of this game, I know we're timed to level up. I'm going to take a level of Druid.
Okay. Okay, so Timble did really well. Kelex did not. Grenna did not.
I get everybody who's being and gets a +3, so I did get a 19.
You needed a 20.
Oh, man.
Kiffi failed. Kiffi got the 3. So Kiffi did well, Timble did well. What about Yarn? No? Okay, yeah, Yarn passed. Okay, cool. So Grenna and Kelex. Okay, so as he's cutting these things, you guys, like, your head feels like really funny and weird. Tomas, did you? You said you were going to fail it. So what's happening is he's harvesting them. They're shooting out their sort of get people high spores, which are like a protection for them.
So
it's
each
their
of
defense.
us have a balloon. Each of us have a balloon.
No. I mean, you didn't. They didn't do like what. They're not as. We
need to leave.
They're not.
All right, guys, we're going. Come on, the beer's this way.
Okay,
let's go. Come on, beer's this way.
Girls and wives that way.
Okay.
I think Grenna's high too.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the being that the spores from the little ones are not as powerful as the other ones. The ones who are affected feel that they have like this sense of euphoria, and they want to sort of bask in more of this spore explosion. So you're going to have to actually drag them away from this location. So I need some strength checks.
So Kelex is going to pop himself. You said there was a big mushroom, right?
Oh yeah, there's a giant mushroom. Yes.
Yep, he's going to pop himself, sit down right down at the stalk of the big one, and
shit.
just chill out with a smile on his face.
Okay. So
Tomas, after he calls it, he's going to go up to the big one and say, "May I have some spores for the road?"
Okay.
And hold out a little pouch.
Okay, so Grenna was affected, Kelex was affected, Tomas was affected. So I need alrighty. So who's grabbing Grenna and trying to drag her away?
I'll grab her.
Yeah,
Okay.
once we get them moving, they'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Kiffi, you rolled 15.
Yes.
But Grenna rolled a 20 strength, so she's actually fighting you.
Shrimp friends.
Shrimps are friends, man.
Man, look, man.
Who's grabbing Kelex?
I am.
Okay,
Come on,
Kelex, give me a strength. Give me a strength.
String check. Okay.
Yeah, give me a strength check. You guys are gonna get into a fight with you. 21. Okay, so it's moving them is gonna be kind of fun. Who is grabbing Tomas, or is there nobody grabbing Tomas? I think that's it. So you can try to help move Kelex. Give me a strength check.
So, yeah. As Yarn is trying to grab Kelex, and he's trying to push away, he looks at Yarn's hand and grabs it, and then pulls out his finger and said, "How do you get those big explosions in there?" And he kind of peers at his finger.
Light.
Okay, so like I said, the spores that are shot out by these little ones are not as powerful. So within 5 minutes, everybody starts to slowly, they're like, oh, okay, their head's clear and everything. And as long as Tomas doesn't keep harvesting the little ones.
Yarn, get me up. Let's get out of here.
I'm over. I said I harvested the little ones.
Okay.
And then I went to ask if she would give us, or he or it would give me spores for the road. So I could like freebase a couple lines of fucking mushroom spores later on.
So psilocybin says, well, I think I could give you some spores to take home. And so it shakes violently, and a chunk of the part of its cap actually falls off at your feet. So take that. Make sure to pop it.
If you get high enough in Druid, you should take Spore Druid.
Oh my God, a Fey Spore Druid. Lord Ambassador Tomas Waverly. Oh my God. Anyway, do I eat this or do I shake it for more spores?
You just shake it. Shake it like you're gonna break it.
Shake it.
Starts going like this.
You just shake it wherever way you want to shake it.
Kind of like the caterpillar in
Oh yeah, Alice in Wonderland.
I know who I am, but who are you?
Suicidal, I declare myself champion of the mycelial brotherhood, and I will do whatever I can to spread your seed across Greyhawk.
Well, that's really nice of you. Okay. So,
All right. Well, let's go, everybody. He kind of holds his head and tries to focus that way.
Okay. So, yeah, you travel down the pathway there. You finally make it to where the stones are. And of course, the stones they're just there, standing there.
And nobody else is there preventing us to go to the stones.
Right. No, yeah, there's no one else there.
Okay,
I mean, you see like small creatures and stuff that are just looking at you, but yeah, squirrels. Okay.
Okay.
So, but you're standing here and you're looking at the stone.
Tomas goes, squirrel.
Okay.
Moose.
I've been huffing the good stuff. You guys only got the baby stuff. So.
Okay. So you're standing here looking at these stones.
We walked through them.
So
hold on. Let Brian finish.
Okay. So so who's walking through the stones?
Mom, he hit me.
Okay. So who's going first?
Grenna.
Or Grenna.
First.
Okay, so Grenna, you actually walk over to it and place your hand upon the largest stone in this selection of stones, and as you do, you see that it kind of it's very strange. It's like the stone sort of puckers in the middle and then opens up into darkness.
Hey, poop shoot on the way out. Great.
When we came in the first place, like when it opened into the Fey world, was it dark?
No.
But it's dark
It's dark
going
now.
back.
Yes.
Well, this will be fun. Let's go.
Okay. So
Yeah.
So Grenna, the rest of you start to walk through this stone, and as you do, you find yourself back in the Druid Glade with Bartholomew, who, as you see, is resting on a grass mat before a fire. You see that there is a very, very large bear that is kind of sitting across from Bartholomew. It looks as though it is keeping a watch on the druid. And its ears perk up and it turns its head towards you when you walk through.
Hello, how are you?
Tomas goes, but it was a hairy bear. It was a scary bear. And I come down with adjectives.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, little schoolhouse rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those kids who suffered through the 70s and 80s.
I know every single one of them.
I think I actually have all of them on a DVD here.
I do too.
Same here.
Two copies.
Yeah.
One for the car.
Yep, one for the car.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Wow. So I think this is a good enough place to call it for the evening. Very good. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. You got into a nice little fight with some hags. That was pretty cool.
We discovered drugs and we're bringing them to Aura.
But we didn't die, so that's good.
Yeah, you didn't die.
Yep.
So that's really good. Grenna finally has an answer to pretty much all of her questions, I hope. And Grenna, what I will do is I will do a write-up for you and actually give you the write-up on all the things that you can do. So you don't have to worry about trying to remember all the stuff I told you.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So
Still not a gnome.
Yeah, no, you're not a gnome.
I'm better than you.
You're Wow. Okay.
Tall. You'll just always be short.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually, you can.
I'm party sized.
He's the fun size. He's fun size. Yeah. So folks watching at home, thank you all very much for checking us out this evening.
The Mystic Syndicate podcast is the creation of independent producer and host Brian Anderson. Our players are Ed as Sir Thomas Waverly, Mike G. Pav as Sir Kelex Zelenen, Melinda as Grenna Babbleboots, Russ as Járngrímur, Mike as Kiffi Blackhammer, and Glenn as Timble Snivenblaven. You can visit our podcast page at tmsyndice.podbean.com. You can also leave a comment and subscribe to our X page at tmsynd. You can also watch our live shows on YouTube at www.youtube.com at The Mystic Syndicate 147.